folks, JD here, and today thank you to FQ777 for sending me this. Now we've seen this outside, we've unboxed it, we've flown it outside. What's it like indoors though? I wondered this for a while because this guy is quite sweet. I quite like him. Now before I give a proper verdict on the indoor flight, I will say that outdoor it was very good, but there's a lot of times you're not going to be able to fly this outside, just simply because it's so light. It is very nimble, it does fly extremely well, but if you have a big gust of wind, this thing is gone, absolutely. So today what we're going to do, take her up, fly her around, see if we can flip indoors, see what other things we can use inside as well, see what other features rather we can use inside, see exactly how they go. So with that folks, let's take her up. Right then, to begin with, let's turn on the quad. Come on, turn on the quad, a couple of seconds more, turn on the transmitter, auto bound, straight away, no problem at all. This transmitter, as I said in the other video, is very small. Now hopefully I can remember what the procedure was for the gyros. So far there is nothing. That's not it. So far, there is nothing that I can see. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Both down and to the right. And then as you can maybe able to see, that LED is just flashing. There we go. Perfect. So with this, let's use the one key takeoff just here and see how she goes. Up she goes straight away. No problem. And she's up. And she's moving a little bit to the right. But she is up. Oh, see, now we've seen a lot of FQ777 drones in the past, and I like them. I do, for the most part, I think they're good. Now, I've never flown one indoors, though. Whoa! And I don't think I should. So that was me getting a little bit out of control. But look at this, as I said in the unboxing, as soon as you come to crash it, or you come to land it, these propeller arms are just going to fold back. So you have to ensure that they're all clicked out properly and that you can then take her back up. So one key landing again, a one key takeoff, and up she goes, no problem. Let's try this one key landing. One key landing, once again, takes her down, no problem. One key takeoff again, up she goes. Do you know what, the size, this transmitter I find quite difficult to use because my hands are so large, but you do have a lot of good features on it and a lot of good functions, and I like that. And this little guy is very nimble, it's very quick, and controlling it on the transmitter is very easy. One thing I would say, that blue LED is blinding. I didn't notice it so much when I was outside flying it, but as soon as you come indoors it is very blinding indeed. And banking works well. Oh god, banking works well as well. And she banks remarkably well to the left and to the right. Oh, look at that! Beautiful! Really nice. Now, what have we got? We have also got one key return. We've also got a speed switch. So up here on the left, click it once, we're in speed mode 2. Turning quicker, moving quicker, a lot quicker. Oh wow. Right, that can get dangerous, so let's not do that indoors. And then 1, 2, 3, you've got speed mode 3. And speed mode 3, once again, you can turn even quicker, even faster. You probably can't see it as well inside because I'm not letting her go, because I've only got quite a small living room. But outside, I'm pretty sure we should have seen that fly really quick. Nice, I like it. Okay, let's bring it down a little bit. And let's see if we can do some 360 flips using the right analog stick. So 360 flip backwards, no problem. 360 flip forward, no problem. 360 flip to the left, no problem. And the last one, 360 flip to the right, no problem whatsoever. And that orientation LED at the back, you can see that really easily too. Now I'm not obviously using the camera today because we used that last time when we were out in the field. And it just works so well. Okay, let's land it. One key landing. Now let's try on the smartphone and see exactly how this guy does with smartphone control. That should all be set up and that should all be good to go. So I'm going to turn on my analog sticks, turn on altitude hold, and with this, folks, let's push the 1 key takeoff button, and up she goes. Now, haven't had a lot of success with smartphone apps of late. Let's see if this one changes that. Okay. It's quite easy to control. It's quite easy as well to alter your direction. Your works really well. See? As soon as you click it, it moves, no problem. Pitch, no problem. Negative pitch, no problem. Roll as well. Again, no problem. Ooh, she does tend to pick up a bit of speed when she is rolling. So therefore, just be careful where you are rolling her to, because as she goes across, she picks up speed, I noticed. And there is a little bit of a delay, it seems, in this app. Not much, but a tiny little bit of delay, which is going to be enough to have you ended up crash into something. But all in all, I think it's working remarkably well. And you've got the stability of and control of just using one hand as well. That is actually pretty good. She is increasing her altitude, I noticed, but again, it's quite difficult for a barometer to actually sense pressure inside when it's so warm in here, the heating's been on, you know, it's just a little bit. I like that. Ooh, a bit more. It's easy to pick up speed, easy to control. Yeah, all in all, that works quite well. I like that. But one thing, do these 360 flips work indoors? I've often, oh my god, yes they do, had a little app. I think I've had, out of all these quadcopters, maybe as many as I can count on my hand have worked. 360 flips have worked on the apps. There we are, app has just crashed. App has just crashed, and that just took itself down. Let's stop recording, because that, quite honestly, without any input from me, just took itself straight back. It just crashed and the quadcopter landed, and that was within a couple of seconds. That's really not too bad. Really not too bad at all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back to the transmitter. Auto bind again. 1 key takeoff, up we go. So back to the proper transmitter now. Nothing quite like a proper transmitter, if you ask me. Having a physical transmitter in your hand, you can really pull off some really good maneuvers and fly it extremely well in a small space, you know, and it's just so good. I like smartphone apps because of their convenience and because they can actually give something else to, if you want to take, say, this out with you, but you didn't want to take a huge chunky controller transmitter. Okay, it doesn't really work in this instance because the transmitter is actually a little bit smaller than the actual quadcopter, all folded out. So it doesn't work in this instance, but it used to be the case of you having a nanocopter like this and a huge transmitter, and you didn't want to carry that in your pocket, so you'd take your smartphone and use this just so that you could fly outside in a quiet park or something like that on a lunchtime. I've done that quite a few times and found that it actually works pretty well. Not for any sort of distance or any sort of height, but just, you know, as I'm doing here, just a little bit around you, you know, and it works quite well. But yeah, ooh. But it's really nice to control. It doesn't matter what you do, your controls are relayed really, really well. But as I'm pretty chuffed that we had that smartphone app and I could perform 360 flips from it, because the majority of apps, they just don't work. 360 flip just doesn't work. Sometimes the app doesn't even work. But then the app crashed. So hopefully there's going to be an update for that soon. I know VZ FPV has been updated within the last fortnight, so it is actually an active project which is being worked on. So once again, that is good. This is brilliant. Okay, there's no wind resistance, there's nothing against it. Oh, well, that was quite a nice landing and I didn't mean to do. But yeah, I like this little guy. This little guy is pretty fun. Pretty fun. All arms are out. It's disconnected from the transmitter when it landed. Oh no, I think that's the battery. Oh no, we're up. There we go. I don't know what that was then. Well, obviously when I landed it went into emergency cutout and cut all the motors, and then it just sort of lay on top of the dog leads there. But then when I came to start her again, I had to turn off the transmitter, turn it back on, and then move the analog sticks around in order for me to be able to control her again, is what I'm trying to say. Sweet. Really, really nice. Whoa, a bit close. But that's it. You've got movement with this, and in speed mode 3 as well, you've got those movements, but they're a lot quicker. This is just speed mode 1, but she is working really well. Oh, that was a bit close to the ceiling, that was. Ooh. And this battery as well just seems to keep on going. So we've had her on the transmitter, we've had her on the smartphone, then we've had her back on the transmitter, and she's just keeping on going. Really good. Really good. Whoa, bit close there. But yeah, I like. Would have been better if the smartphone app would have worked, and worked properly. But for the majority of people, as people keep on telling me in the comments, I don't like using smartphone apps, I don't like using smartphone, fine. You have yourself a physical transmitter and it works beautifully on it. Without there being any issue at all. You know, it's a great little copter that works really well on this transmitter. You know, it's really good. It really, really is good. I like it. Oh, and that's the battery light flashing, so we'll use the 1 key landing. Actually, we haven't tried the emergency stop. No, I'm not going to try the emergency stop on laminate. There we go. I think I tried that in the first flight test anyway. Right, let's knock her off. Let's knock off the transmitter. So, what do I think? Well, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, we had issues on the smartphone, as I'm sure you saw, and that was that the smartphone app just crashed. So I could control it via the smartphone app. A very good plus point for the smartphone app was that I could perform 360 flips. That's something you normally can't do on smartphone apps. As I say, I think I've had maybe this many quadcopters on smartphones that have performed 360 flips, so that is a plus. But then the smartphone app crashed, but this came in to rescue itself by just landing, which was brilliant. Very, very good. I'm glad it just didn't carry on. I was hoping that it was just going to land, and that's exactly what it did do. These motors are quite warm to the touch. I am flying indoors, so obviously there's no air passing over them to cool them down. The battery is lukewarm at best, not very hot at all. Transmitter, I'd have preferred it if it was a little bit bigger, just because of the size of my hands, but other than that, the controls relay perfectly. Really, really, really well. Now obviously you did see that I had crashed this copter once, and I crashed it into the wall and it hit the step, and there wasn't any issue at all. I just had to flick back out one of the propeller arms and it worked flawlessly again. So there we go. I like this guy. I think this guy is good. Put it in your pocket, take it out. I think this guy is going to be a real big hit. So there we are, folks. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.